This week, everybody, we are going to be having the Cerveza Clara. Cerveza Clara. It is a Mexican lager from Badweather Brewing Company. Um, it's something light. It's something refreshing. It's something I know I'm going to like. And it's cold in the fridge, and I'm like, today's the day. Today's the day we're going to have something like this. I feel like we needed a palate cleanser. We've had a lot of weird beers recently. So I think just a kind of your run-of-the-mill, well, hopefully it's better than just a run-of-the-mill Mexican lager. But I do love Mexican lagers a lot. They're so nice on a hot summer day, so we'll see how they are on a cool winter day. After you take a first taste, I recommend adding a little lime juice if you've got. I do, and I will do that, Narwhal. I will do that, but I can't let that influence my rating. So maybe I rate it and then I put lime juice in it after the fact. But yes, Cerveza Clara from Badweather Brewing Company, 4.4%. Oh, cool. My bit rate's dropping. That's good. Are we lagging, chat? Are we lagging? Nope. I guess we're fine. I don't know. Okay, Eric, I can't help you with that. A little? Oh, great. Good. No, it was me. It was me. Not sure why, but it was me. I cut a couple times, but I'm back. Okay. Well, hopefully we stay back. What's going on, Killer? Welcome. Welcome in. Yeah, I changed my settings recently because I noticed, we were having stream issues when the server first started up. I noticed that I was not running 1080p streams anymore. And so I wanted to fix that. So I changed my settings so now we can be running 1080 again, and when I put the videos on YouTube that they're 1080 again. So I guess things might be a little unstable because of that. That could be it. All right. I totally forgot, Killer. I totally forgot that we could have gotten lunch today. I didn't even think about it. I worked through lunch. So, oops. I didn't even think about it. All right, let's crack this one open. 4.4%, 18 IBU, really, really light. Oh, my hands hurt. Oh, no. That spilled everywhere. That. Okay. Yep. 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 That's all. That's on my lap. Yep. Mm-hmm. That's. It tastes good. it tastes good. Probably just soaked into my chair now too. We'll take an extra long one tomorrow. Yeah, well, we'll make sure we're getting our money's worth for our salary. Our salaried lunch. Oh man. That was wild. That had so much energy to it. Work through lunch for the man. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like watching YouTube during lunch, but I have my computer, like I'm still responding to messages and whatnot. Oh, my chair is wet. Ah, god dang it. Well, that beer just really wanted to be drank, apparently. I gotta do like a deep clean of my chair at some point. If anyone has any advice on how to do that. How do you clean an office chair? Especially now that I've. This is not the first time I've spilt beer on it either. Let's just, not the first, won't be the last. All right, let's get her poured. I will say the first sip I had, that was mostly foam overflowing. was very good. Um, looks great. It's gonna look really nice under the light. I filled it too full. Thanks a lot, Waggy. I'll find some way to blame someone else. But thank you for the beer. Take a look at that. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Be purty. Be purty. Yeah, that looks really nice. All right, let's get a picture. Honestly, I've only had a sip, but this could be chuggable. This could be chuggable territory. He put 12.1 ounces in, and then compressed it down. Oh man, my chair is just. It's gonna smell like beer. Oh well. All right, let's give it a sip. An actual sip, not one that's like overflowing out of the can. Cheers, everyone. Happy Monday. Yeah, no, that's fantastic. Just as good as when it's foaming out of the can. No, that's mm, mm. Yeah. That's that's so drinkable. That's so tasty. Here's what Untappd has to say about it. There's a whole paragraph there that I had to shrink down in order to fit. Um, there's a lot of interpretations of Mexican style lager. One key element should be drinkability. Oh, I guess I got ahead of myself. A session lager of sorts, generally brewed with corn. Flaked corn is more popular, but we chose to use corn grits, which need to be cooked separately before being added to the mash. While cooking grits is much more labor intensive, we feel it gives a little bit more of that corn flavor. Flavors and aromas of corn, cereal, bread crust, and floral hops. Light bodied with a crisp, dry finish, pours a brilliantly clear pale straw with a light white head. It's a 4.4% ABV, ABV 18 IBU, 4.9 SRM, which is the standard reference, standard relative. Something about the color of it. Average rating is 3.76 over 113 ratings. So we do have the ability to influence the rating here. He shook it just before. That's probably what it was. Yeah, it's corn beer. Which I think isn't. Didn't Bud Light like brag about that one year, or was it Miller or someone? Someone like bragged about their beer being all corn. I don't really remember. Well, anyways, now that we know that it should be drinkable, let's have another drink. Yeah, it's drinkable. Um, I don't know. That's super easy to drink though. Like I always think of Mexican lagers as like the kind that I want when I'm done mowing the lawn. I know that's the reference I make a lot of times, but that's when I want a beer the most, is when I just got done mowing the lawn. And so to have like a Corona, like a crisp Corona after mowing the lawn, that's like peak. And I feel like this is pretty close to that. Pretty well close. It smells nice. It does just smell like beer. It smells better than just a light beer though. And the nice thing is it's super light, which on a day, I mean, again, I had a huge plate of spaghetti for dinner. It's nice to just have a light beer. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy, super crisp, super light. Um, yeah, super easy to drink. Not a ton more to it, and that's fine. You don't need it to have a lot more to it for it to just be a great drinking beer. I wish I could point out the hops and stuff like this, like floral hops. Like what? I guess I don't really know how to find that. That's very good. I'm thinking about what I want to say for it. And then I will try it with lime juice because obviously Corona's with limes. So this with lime. I don't have a lime, but I do have lime juice. Um Cerveza Clara or Clara. Badweather. Weather. Okay, it's not showing up. If I search bad, I have it pulled up in front of me right now. Oh, it's because bad weather's two words. All right, let's see. I got a photo in here. Okay. All right. I gotta just think about what I want to say too. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, it is so similar to in I'm only saying this in terms of like the immediate flavor I get. Then insert name of light beer here. Not like Bush, not yeah, honestly, it kind of reminds me of like a Coors Banquet. It is a nice beer flavor. You know, it doesn't just taste crappy. It doesn't taste cheap. It actually tastes really nice. Um, it reminds me of like I feel like it was Bud Light that had that whole thing about making their beers corn beer. Um, and I'm not a big Bud Light drinker, but one of my friends was. So when I'd go to his house, I would have Bud Light. And I feel like this reminds me, again, I'm not saying this tastes like Bud Light. It's that initial kind of flavor because it's all corn that it's very similar. Um, but it's so much more crisp than that. Um, I feel like the flavor is a lot more full. Um, and it's just I don't know. It drinks just as easily as those though. Like if there's anything that's ever crushable, it's definitely this. Um let's see. Um it's incredibly easy to drink. Easy to drink. All right. So, let's see. Clean. All right, before I check this in. Well, actually, I'll check it in and then I'll go get it. I was going to say it. Before I check this in, I do want to try this with lime juice. But I'll give my review right now, then I'll go get some lime juice, put it in there, and see how that changes things. All right, so this is what I have to say about Cerveza Clara from Badweather Brewing Company. I said, now that's a crisp, light beer. It's incredibly easy to drink, smooth finish, and a lovely grain corn flavor throughout. There's not much to say. It's clean, crisp, and crushable for sure. And the flavor profile, I said clean, crisp, crushable, and corn. The 4 C's of beer for Cerveza Clara. I don't know what way I want to pronounce it. I'm switching it all over. And I'm going to give this beer a 4 out of 5. Average is 3.75. I'm going to give it a 4. I would reach for this beer. Absolutely. If I had some in my fridge, it would be on rotation if I had a say in things. It's pronounced Clara. Oh, cool. Thank you. Thank you, Libby. Not Clara, of course. All right, let's get it checked in. And I'm going to go get a little bit of lime juice to try this out. That was beer number 656. And I'll be right back. All right. Let's give this a shot. Yeah, Libby, we're not playing drop yet. This is not the transition yet. All right, let's add just a touch because we only have half a beer. I logged in and no one was here. Nope, I'm just fixing the beer. What's going on, Meg? I'm just trying this beer with lime juice because Narwhal suggested it. Could use a little more. I can see how that really fixes things. Not fixes, enhances things. Chair stream. I know there are some streamers that do that where they have like a chair emote and they just let their chair do things for a while. I don't stream long enough to need to do that. That is really good, Narwhal. That is super good. Now, I don't know how I would compare it to After Slice. That's one of my favorite Mexican lagers. And that has a lot more lime inherently to it. This with lime added is very good. Without it, it's very good. I think so. Yeah, thank you guys for joining me for this one. Be sure to tune in next week for another new brew. And I'll see you in the next one, everybody. Cheers.